teacher is someone who wants to not only educate children, but to connect with them and to help them learn and grow as people.
Not only somebody who educates, but who brings in new ideas, gives them just the ability to form their own opinions.
Teaches it in ways that students can understand it and makes a connection with the students so that they can understand the actual concept.
Somebody who's willing to be a mentor, somebody who's willing to put their all into their students, and honestly, a teacher is somebody who's hoping that their students become better than them.
What makes the best teacher for me is one that's easy to talk to, and that I could go up with any question and they'd be willing to answer it. Even if they don't know the answer, they'd be willing to help find it.
A great teacher will go out of their way and try their best and make sure that you do understand and have a good time, and really goes that extra mile with just trying to be that much better.
Someone who is willing to go out of their way and help you even if it's not school related, and who's there for you whenever you need them in any aspect.
Someone who's there beyond their duties in the classroom. They enjoy helping, they're there to help. They don't treat you just like one of your students, they treat you like a friend.
Probably Mrs. Heiner. I had her in elementary school. She was the librarian at my elementary school. And then she moved on to Ben Rifle Middle School when that opened, and she was always just so encouraging to me and always encouraging me to read, and she's really the reason that I do love to read. And then I, joined book club now in high school and have read so many books just because she went out of her way with every opportunity that she was given to find every kid in that school a book that they wanted to read. She really went out of her way to connect. She overheard you say, "Oh, I really like this movie." Well, she would come up to you the next day and say, "Hey, I heard that you really like this movie. Is there a book? Here's a book very similar to that movie. You might like it."
Connor Kuiper, he really helped me kind of understand the concept of group work in the settings and holding myself accountable for things, and for teaching in a way that is fun for all of the students. I don't think I've ever had somebody say they didn't like his class.
One of the big teachers who's made a difference in my life is Miss Morin here at Roosevelt High School. She's a current debate teacher. I've had her as a coach though since my freshman year for speech and debate. She is one of the best teachers, in my opinion, because she's just so likable and rememberable. She's very personable as well. I can get along with her on a personal level and just talk to her as if she was a friend. Another one of those teachers for me would have to be Mr. Stahlberg. He's one of the A-push teachers here at Roosevelt High School. He's just very memorable and funny, and I really do love funny people and funny teachers, somebody I can get along with very well. So those two really do stand out for me. And I didn't have her as a teacher, but Miss Colgan over at Axtell Park, she's one of the most amazing teachers you'll ever meet. I have her as a coach for speech and debate, and I just adore her.
My teacher from high school has been Mrs. Beck. She is the AP Physics teacher, and she has been by far my favorite, in my opinion, best teacher that I've ever had. She has really gone out of her way to try to make sure that school is a safe place and to make sure that everyone in her class understands the material and is overall just an amazing person and is an amazing teacher.
There's so many. I'd say in elementary school, my third grade teacher, her name was Miss Tompkins. I loved her. She impacted me a lot just in how inclusive she was with everyone and made it so that everyone had a voice. In middle school, I had a cross-country coach named Mr. Palamaki who was very energetic all the time. He always had this upbeatness to him, and it made it so easy to talk to him, and it just made, it was contagious, and I just wanted to also be happy. And then in high school, I'd have to say my band teachers, Mr. Balta and Mr. C, they helped me improve in my skill of music and want to keep going in music even when it gets hard, and which happens a lot. but they were always there to support me no matter what.
One teacher currently at Roosevelt that has made a difference in my life is Mr. Gonzalez. He teaches marketing co-op and is the DECA advisor. He's just made an impact in my life, kind of helping me see, become a leader and see what I want to do for my future life. Helped me kind of look at, I want to go into business. Right now I'm thinking about majoring in business economics and then double majoring into entrepreneurship.
Miss Cleveland, my 8th grade social studies teacher, she helped me through everything I needed. I had projects that I worked really hard on with her and she showed me full support. She still talks to me to this day. She has become like a friend in a sense. She's always there in case I need anything, and she just embodies what it means to be a good teacher.
My kindergarten teacher, Hidalgo, walking in as a Spanish immersion student, walking in first day, not knowing a drop of anything, and everyone, all the teachers are speaking Spanish at you. You're just very overwhelmed as a kindergartner. And he was, my first teacher really, and he just made it feel so much more comfortable, and he made that learning process so much easier by sitting down and really teaching you and learning with you the language, and just, again, yeah, he felt like a friend.
I think in doing that, we lose a lot of the human connection, and it's less motivating. When there's somebody in front of the class teaching you, you feel like you need to be more respectful because that's a person and you'd want them to be respectful of you and who you are, whereas using something like AI that's not human, you wouldn't get that same oh, I should give them respect at least.
I think it really takes away from the most important part of teaching, which is that human connection. I think that oftentimes we all learn better when being taught by someone and not a computer. It worries me that, people think that AI is an appropriate substitute for teachers, because I just think that there's so much more to teaching than just teaching the content. There's so much more because humans are so unpredictable, and there's so many situations that a robot or an AI can't handle that a teacher can.
The students' engagement in learning would, I feel, have a decrease as we're not getting that one-on-one with the teacher, as well as you're not able to explain things as well with the teacher when it's one-on-one in person. Now, if you go do that remote, you're gonna struggle to be able to ask questions. You're not gonna get relationships built. I think students are gonna struggle more doing school, as is not able to communicate with someone that they can talk to.
You lose a lot of kids, I think, because having that personal connection with the teacher is really what helps you succeed, I'd say, as a student. And by centralizing that or making it an AI-generated thing, you're losing that personal touch that helps kids learn. I remember acronyms from 8th grade or 3rd grade that my teachers taught me that I wouldn't have learned if it was just one person or a computer teaching me those things.
I find face-to-face to be the best way, honestly, for me, and I know for a lot of other students. Having that personal bond and mutual understanding is crucial when it comes to education because people learn different ways. In-person and face-to-face teaching is prime in this era.
Thank you to all of the teachers I've ever had. You have all shaped me in a different way. Even if I didn't mention your name, you have been very impactful in my life.
Thank you so much for everything you've done. You've been my favorite person in my life, pretty much. And you've helped me out so much, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Gonzalez, for teaching me everything you have, helping me become a leader and how I can grow as a person, as well as help me see what I might want to do in my future.
Thanks. Keep up the good work. You're doing great.
Miss Cleveland, I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to come back and help you in different ways and always being there, cheering me on with everything that I'm doing in my life, whether it was from National History Day in 8th grade to things that I'm still doing. I just appreciate your support so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Morin and Mr. Stahlberg, for all that you have done for the students in the Roosevelt community, and to Ms. Colgan for all the students you've impacted in the Axtell community. And overall, thank you so much for your support of the Sioux Falls School District, and I and we couldn't have done it without you.
Señor Giraldo, gracias. Thank you for everything you've done for me, and this whole program really wouldn't be who I am without you.
They have been two of the most impactful teachers in my life, and that I'm incredibly grateful for them, and they could have gone on to be rocket scientists, and I'm so incredibly grateful that they chose to use their gifts to go on and to teach kids and to help kids and to foster learning and growth.